Grand Solar Rising family, grand abundant solar risings. I hope you all are doing well today. We are going to get into it. We're going to talk about Mercury Retrograde. We're doing some Hypsee live readings. If you have a question and you want to pay via Cash App, you can you can pay via Cash App BlackMoon369. Mini reads are $5.55. Full reads are $20. We're going to talk about Mercury retrograde. We're going to get into some messages. So welcome in, welcome in. I got my Hypsee up. All right. So the first thing I want to talk about is the map of the spine. If you guys have been following me, you know that I had a chrysalis portal open where we unlocked the 6 gates of the spine. This is Jacob's ladder explained. So every major spiritual tradition on earth has a teaching about the spine. The Egyptians called it the Jed pillar, the backbone of Osiris. Welcome in, welcome in. Raising the Jed was one of the most sacred ceremonies of the Egyptian year. The Vedic tradition places the chakra system along the spinal axis. The Taoist tradition mapped the Dumai, the governing vessel, okay, up the spine to the primary channel of cultivation. Jacob's ladder in Genesis, the ladder from earth to heaven, is understood in mystical traditions as the spine itself. The traditions were not just a metaphor. They were describing something they had direct experience of. The spine is not just a structural column, it's a record. It holds your trauma. It holds all of the things that you were trying to keep stifled and suppressed, okay? These traditions are not just metaphor. They were describing something they had direct experience of. The spine is not just a structural column, it is a record, a living archive of every significant experience your nervous system did or did not, it did not fully process. Because if it's fully processed, it no longer lives there. It's no longer lodged there. It's no longer playing in the background. It's no longer having an effect on your everyday life. Today, we're going to map that, okay? So let's talk about the 6 gates. Number 1, the first gate is the root, the sacrum. This is S1 through S5, okay, in the body. So the question here is, am I allowed to fully be here? Safety versus survival. The body's most fundamental question: chronic pelvic tension, psoas contraction, jaw holding, and the inability to feel your feet fully on the ground are all gate 1 signatures. This gate holds the ancestral survival instructions. Oh, my phone falling, y'all. Welcome in, welcome in. I am discussing the 6 gates of the spine as part of Soulcology and the Black Moon Chamber Matrix. Gate 2. Gate 2 is the sacral. This is the lumbar, L1 through L5, okay? The question here is, am I allowed to want what it is that I want? This is desire versus duty, okay? The primal life force current, chronic lower back tension, creative projects that never get completed, and exhaustion from giving everything outward are all gate 2 signatures. Gate 3. Gate 3 is the solar plexus. This is the thoracolumbatic area. This is T10 through L2. The question that resides here is, do I choose from sovereign will or from fear? Are you operating out of having dominion over yourself in your reality, or are you operating out of fear? Okay, so the question, this is power versus performance. So the distinction between authentic authority and comparative force that mimics it. So what are we talking about here? Welcome in, welcome in. Oops, I didn't see my comments. Welcome in, Grand Rising. Hey, love. Thank you for joining me. Welcome in, welcome in. All right. So when we get to the fourth gate, now all of these gates, the 6 gates of the spine, these are all covered in the chamber matrix. So if you go through the year cohort with me, then you will be going through the 6 gates of the spine. We will be tackling the issues that are lodged there. Hey. Okay, so gate number 4 is the heart. This is the thoracic. This is T3 through T6. The question here is my heart opened or armored? This is love versus loss. Where grief lives that has not been completed, that has not been addressed, okay? Where the armor was built to survive, what love could not hold. So it's like the things that you wanted, the things that you desired, the things that your heart made your heart sing, but they were unfulfilled, right? So that leaves you in a place of feeling worthless, feeling unlovable, feeling like things don't work out in your favor. That sits in your heart chakra as well as other parts of the body. Hi, Amy. Thank you for joining me. Thank you so much. I don't know what that is. BSK Bizank. Bazank. Bazank. I got it. Bazank. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for liking the live. Say A Gordon. Hello, hello, hello. Grand Rising, my lovely souls. Welcome in. So the 5th gate is the throat. This is the cervical. This is C3 through C7. As I stated, these are actual physiological locations in the body. This is not like the chakras where they're just energetic centers. These are actual points in the body. Thank you. All right. These are actual points in the body. Okay. So the 5th one is the cervical. The question that resides here is, does my voice carry what is actually true? Are you speaking your truth? Or are you regurgitating something that was programmed into you, indoctrinated into you, domesticated into you? Okay. This is truth versus performance, the distinction between transmission from a real self and performance of an accepted version of you. So this is you speaking your truth, showing up as yourself, or like I said, you performing an act the way you think you should be, saying the things you think you should say to be accepted, to be included, being politically correct. Okay. And the 6th gate is the crown. Okay, and the crown is the atlas. This is C1 through C2. The question here is my highest intelligence grounded in my body? Are you resonating? Are you broadcasting that signal of confidence, of assurance, of sovereignty on the regular basis? Or are you just being in this place of escapism? So this is embodiment versus escape. The version that cannot yet be lived because the body cannot yet hold it. And this is where we think we are somewhere and we're not really there, right? We've done all the things. We've did all the journaling. We've did all the things. We did all of the things that we thought we were supposed to do, but yet we are still in this place of trying to escape who we are. We're still playing these masks. We're still wearing these costumes. We're still doing the things that are making us unhappy because this is what we're supposed to do. This is what's going to get me accepted. This is what's going to have me conform. We don't care about being accepted over here. Okay. We care about walking in our own sovereignty, our own authentic authority, without the indoctrination, without the projections, without the domestication, without all of these things that have been set in place to hinder us from knowing who we are, remembering the gifts that we have, and to keep replaying the traumas and doubling down on it. That's what society has taught us. I'm here to help you unlearn that. So we're going to work gate 1 together right now. If you are somewhere where you can do this, remove your shoes. I'm taking off my Crocs. Remove your shoes. Place your feet flat on the floor, okay? Both hands at the lower back. This is where your sacrum is. So that would be here, okay? Right here. All right? Place your hands on your lower back. If you're driving or somewhere public, just breathe with me. Just breathe with me. The practice will still reach you. Y'all ready? 3 slow breaths together. Inhale for 6 counts. Direct the breath specifically to the sacrum, okay? Not the chest, the bone, okay? This is bone breath work. Hold for 4. Exhale for 8. Y'all know the routine. Good morning. Good morning. Grand Rising, my love. Thank you for joining me. Okay. All right. Ready, y'all? Inhale for 6. Hold for 4. Out for 8. Direct the breath to the sacrum. Yeah, the spam is noble. The spam is a noble. Yeah, I'm from an ancient bloodline. I get it. Why? We're not doing that today. So sorry. Yeah, bye. I don't like when people do that. All right. In for 6. Okay. Pressing and the sit bone down and your feet into the floor. Okay. Again, one more time. In for 6. Hold for 4. Out for 8. Okay. Now, with both hands on your sacrum, ask the bone one question. Not with your mind, with your hands. Use the energy from your hands. Direct the question from your mind to your hands. Your body is connected. You are the vessel. Work with me. Trust me. Direct the question to your hands. Put the hands on your sacrum. The question is, what is the oldest thing you are holding? Don't reach for an answer. Let whatever arrives arrive. An image, a feeling, a memory, a physical sensation in the bone itself. Hold that for a few minutes and see what you get. Okay. Now, you got what you got. You got what you got. Now, speak this eternally or out loud. I'm allowed to be here. The root is mine. Grand Rising, my love. The body is mine. The bone memory that is not mine, I return it now. Good job, guys. Good job. That was gate 1. The physical sensations that you felt, the warmth, the shift, that thing you can't quite name, that is the gate responding. Not reacting, but responding. Okay? That is real. So let's talk about Jacob's ladder. I told you that the 6 gates of the spine is Jacob ladder explained. So if you guys come from Christianity, then you should know what Jacob's ladder is, right? Yes. That felt good. I'm so glad. We're going to talk about Jacob's ladder. If y'all came from Christianity, y'all know what Jacob's ladder is. Well, you know the metaphor of it. I'm going to break it down in practical terms that you can understand and techniques that you can use. I want to come back to Jacob's ladder for a moment. In Genesis, Jacob dreamed of a ladder from earth to heaven, with angels ascending and descending. The Hebrew word for ladder is sulam. Describes the structure with rungs. You know, the ladder has rungs. The spine has 33 vertebrae, right? Organized into 6 primary mechanical regions. These are the 6 gateways of the spine. I told you they are actual points within your spine. This is not some abstract thing. These are real points within your body, okay? Organized into 6 mechanics. The teaching has always been this. The connection way between heaven and earth, it runs through your body, your light body and your physical body. Okay? When a gate is blocked, the rung is broken. Think about going up a ladder and one of the rungs on the ladder, one of the steps on the ladder is broken. It makes it difficult to get to the one that isn't broken. You have to make an extra big leap. So there's a gap there, right? That gap is where the trauma is stored. This is where the experiences are held. That's why that rung is broken, because something needs to be mended, right? Something needs to be addressed. Okay? The current cannot have it going like this, going from your crown to your sacrum, from your top of your head to the top of your ass, basically. Top of your head to your lower back, right? This is the cycle. This is heaven to earth. Heaven, sacrum, earth. You got me? Okay, great. So what happens is what wants to ascend can't move. And what wants to descend has nowhere to land. You can't go up because that rung is broken. You can't go down because there's nowhere to land. There's a space, there's a gap, there's a void, right? These are the traumatic experiences that have been lodged in that specific area, depending on where it is. I just went through the 6 gates, okay? Now, gate work repairs that rung. It repairs that space one at a time, in sequence, okay? From the ground up. As you saw that we started, gate 1 was the sacrum. That's the lowest part, earth, okay? Jacob did not climb the ladder by skipping rungs. Neither do we. We repair what is damaged so that you can safely ascend, and things that you are trying to get rid of can safely descend. It will have some place to land, right? It has to have a way out, just as it has to have a way in. The spine is not a structure. It's a story. It's your story. It's your life story, the story of all your life experiences. And you can rewrite that. Gate by gate, rung by rung. I hope that was helpful to you guys. I hope that helped explain some things. If you didn't understand what Jacob's ladder was, if it would just sound like a bunch of hyperbole and a bunch of, you know, theoretical things, I'm telling you that Jacob's ladder is real, that it is located, it is the spine. Yes, good shit. It is for real. It holds the traumatic experiences of your life. Actually, it holds all of the experiences, but notice that the good ones don't get lodged. The good ones can ascend and descend as needed, but the ones that are traumatic, the ones that keep us stuck, are the ones that are stuck in these parts of the body and these parts of the spine. Again, if you guys do the chamber matrix with me, we will dive deep into the 6 gates of the spine. Each gate, we will go through each gate. Okay, now let's talk about this chamber matrix, y'all. The chamber matrix is open. I have my 6 participants for the market research. I have 5 spots open for portal 1 only at a discounted rate of $75. It is down from $350. The original price is $350. It is a one-time fee of $75, and it is a 3-month workshop. Now, the people that do Portal 1, y'all can do it on your own time. You can jump into the weekly meetings if you like. Okay? Not necessary. If you have questions, you can always inbox me, email me, whatever. Okay? And I can answer your questions. My people that are doing this full Joan with me. All right. Y'all doing the whole shabizzy. This is how I've broken it down. We will have weekly meetings as a group, okay, where we discuss what you guys went through during the week. And we'll do the tracker. If you have any questions, these are the teachable moments, things like that, where you guys can learn from each other. However, there will also be one-on-ones that will be scheduled during these, during each portal, okay? Because there are certain things that might bring up things that you might not want to share with other people. Also, during the hypnotherapy, it's easier to do hypnotherapy individually because everybody's at a different place. And sometimes hypnotherapy brings up some really personal stuff. And you might, even though we're in a group and we're all learning, y'all might not want to do that. But when we have our first meeting, I will discuss all of that with you guys, and you guys decide if you guys want to do it together, do the whole thing together, or if you guys would like to have your individual one-on-ones with me for your hypnotherapy sessions and deep dives. Okay, let me know. We're going to talk about it, because sometimes things come up and we don't want everybody in our business, even though we're all learning together and growing together. Some things are personal, and I get that. So we'll discuss that. Y'all let me know what y'all want to do. If you guys want one-on-ones, doing for the hypnotherapy in the deeper parts of the portals, then you guys can be like, yo, I want to do mine individually. If you want to do it in the group, then we can do it in the group. You have an option. Okay. What else we got going on? If you have not already scheduled your soul conversation, please get those done this week, hopefully by the 24th, no later than the 24th. All of your research agreements need to be signed and dated by the 20th. Thank you so much. Hey, love. Signed and dated by the 20th, okay? Hey, what's up, boo? How you doing? Grand Solar Rising. Okay, research agreements need to be in by the 20th. Soul conversations need to be in by the 24th. Those of you that have already done your soul conversations, you will be getting a full intake. So we will have a full session, okay, where we will discuss what came up in your intake form, what came up in the first mini soul conversation, and this full first, and then the next one will be a full session. So it'll be a lot out, like 60 to 90 minutes. Okay. So that way, thank you. Hype me up. So that way we can get to the nitty gritty, and that way we can all be on the same page when we start. Some of y'all need some calibrations before we get started. Okay. So I will be scheduling those with you guys. The full intake sessions will be on Fridays. So if I email you and be like, hey, schedule your full intake, that is going to be on a Friday. Okay, book it on a Friday. I'll probably make a link like I did for the soul conversation, the first one. I'll probably make a link for it, but it's going to be on a Friday. Okay. I'm trying to get these done before June 11th when we start. I mean, July 11th when we start. Okay. But I kind of want to make sure that I get everybody done. I will need everybody to do their first mini soul conversation with me. All right. Again, if y'all are interested in any of the digital products that I have, any of the one-on-one sessions, any of the hypnotherapy sessions, tap that little link up there in my bio, and you will be able to do that. Everything in my store is on sale until the 26th. So y'all got about a week and a half left. Everything is on sale while I'm doing this, going through the closing process on this house. So we're trying to get that closing money up, y'all. Put your girl to work. Get some of these sessions, one-on-ones, the codexes and the guides. Those are also on sale. So everything is prices are slashed. If you have not joined my Hypsee community, join my Hypsee community, hypsee.com/Black Moon Goddess Intuition. There are sessions available there. Those are the cheapest sessions. So if you on a budget and you want to get you a reading, you want to get you a session, you got some questions you need answered, join my Hypsee community. If you're not sure how to do that, go to my profile and in the pinned content, you'll see like a blue picture with a moon on it. That'll tell you how to get into my Hypsee. Okay. Well, when you join my Hypsee community, you can get readings while you're live, pay through the app. Okay. Or what is going on here? I'm checking on my Hypsee now, doing something weird. Okay. Go back. Go back. Okay. So there are several different sessions, yes or no's, love, finance, general readings. The 555 ones are only available for when I'm on live, TikTok or Facebook. If I'm not on live, don't click that 599, that 555. It is not going to work. All right. So that's what I got going on. We're going to pull some cards. We're gonna get a message for today. If you guys did not catch me earlier this morning when I did the mudra in the message, check out my YouTube. It's on YouTube. It's on YT. Sorry, you know they don't like us sending also other places. So the deck today is the Oracle Tarot deck. And we're gonna get into this message. If you guys have your questions, you can drop them in the chat. Yes or no's are $222, mini reads are $555, and full reads are $20. CashApp BlackMoon369, or again, go through Hypsee. It's cheaper, $5.99. $555. Okay. Thank you, Spirit, my angels, my ancestors, my guides. What message do you have for the collective for today? What is going on with the check-in? Okay. 1, 2. Okay, 3. All right, we're definitely coming into a place of wisdom through solitude. Y'all, it's almost like people are getting removed from your existence, right? People are leaving. Hey, good morning, Kat. People are being removed from your environment. People are disappearing, they're ghosting you, whatever the case may be, but they're gone, right? They used to be. Why am I powering? Okay, my chair is really, I need a new chair, y'all. This is telling me like at the end of this day, it's almost to take time to reevaluate the day. See the things that you went through, the experiences that you had, the people that you interacted with, the conversations that you had. There's some wisdom in that. Go to a quiet place and think about it. Also, caring for yourself. This 8 of Swords is coming up. Get out of your head. Do some self-care. When I say self-care, y'all already know I'm always talking about spiritual self-care. If you guys are interested in learning and doing some fun spiritual activities, I have a document called Portal Playtime. I have a reserve for my class, but if you are interested in it, inbox me. If you're interested in it, inbox me because I have it specifically for my class. But if you're catching this live and you're interested in the spiritual playtime, portal playtime, inbox me. All right. And I'll send you the link. We're also getting balance being restored. So as you're caring for yourself, this makes so much sense. As you're caring for yourself, getting out of your head, not letting things not being under any pressure, right? Hey, boo. My sound on TikTok. Oh, the sound went out on YouTube? I don't know why it keeps doing that. Let me cut that off. We're going to cut that off. Because it did that the last time. It went blank, like went out. We're going to end it.